Hey Miriam, how's it going? Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Daily Motivation, 365 days of consistency, doing the same things over and over again till they become habit. And we're on episode 187, pushing through the halfway mark up to the third quarter. So I hope you guys enjoy this message. We're all human, and so not everyone's a saint, and not everyone could be in a good mood all the time. Even the motivators, even the people that inspire, sometimes get in a crappy mood. It's life, it happens. Could be somebody said something you didn't like, or a business deal didn't go through, or somebody that you counted on didn't appear, or you didn't get enough sleep last night. Everything happens for a reason. So we all have our reasons. Great, where's my breakfast from the other day? Ah, Vera, you're funny. So I did an episode of why men should cook their women breakfast. It's in the kitchen. I don't think you want some cold pancakes, but next time we meet up, I'll bring you one. Which is a good episode. You should definitely check it out. Actually, for guys and girls, we should always do those little things in our relationships and partnerships, and when we're dealing with other people, the little things is what really counts. So today I want to talk about whenever you're in a bad mood, you're feeling a little hot, you're feeling a little crabby, you're just not in the best of places. What should you do? So I do a meditation, and in this meditation, it always brings me into a better feeling mood, no matter where I'm at in life. And it helps me think about these three things. And these three things I want to share with everyone today. And please like, please share, please comment. So we can keep doing these videos and let people know that, hey, there's people out there with some good information that can help you in your everyday life. All right, so the very first thing we want to do whenever we're in a bad mood, what could bring us out of that bad mood, is to change our thoughts. And if you could do a direct thought to these three things, it'll automatically build up your vibration and help you feel better and happier instantly. One is, think about who, or a person, or even an animal or a pet that loves you unconditionally. That loves you unconditionally. It could be your child. It could be your mother if you have good relationships, or your parents if you have good relationships, or your grandparents. Somebody who in your life loves you unconditionally. That even when you did bad, they were still on your side. Even when you're graduated, or you finish a class, or even your pet, sometimes your animal. Like, I try to think about my cat sometimes because I know he loves me unconditionally, because even I'm like, hey, get out of here, he still comes back and like tries to lick my hand because he just cares that much. So think about somebody or something that loves you unconditionally, and that will automatically build you up. Just think about little moments. So I like to think about my niece. I remember the first time she was born, and I held her in my arms, and she like pooped. She was a newborn baby, and she pooped inside the little cover that I had wrapped. And I showed her face go, and just let one out. And I just thought that was the most amazing thing in the world. I always think about that. Hey Sue, hey Gabriella, how you ladies doing? I always think about that moment, because I knew that love right there, that connection, was unconditional. It was unconditional. And so what animal, or who, or person that loves you unconditionally, and think of that moment. Think of a moment that they showed their love unconditionally, or you felt that unconditional love, either from your child, a parent, an animal, or a pet. Just think about it, and it'll automatically change your mood from negative to positive. Number two is, think about somebody or a moment in somebody else's life, right? Think about a friend that maybe just graduated, or they just got that new job, or they finally left that relationship. Think about somebody that did something brave and something courageous and something inspiring. Sometimes it could be somebody you don't even know. It could be somebody that you've seen on TV that just inspired you. Think about somebody in their life that just inspired, and that will automatically change your mood from negative to positive. Who in your life that you know that something great happened to them and you just felt so good for them? Like, I think about my wife, her very first event after her father passed. She did her very first event with her lashes, and She worked so hard on it. And I could tell it was a rough time for her. And she won the competition. And I remember I was sitting with her mom and her brothers, and we all jumped up and cheered. And it was such a euphoric moment that she looked up and, you could tell her dad was there with her in spirit. And I always think about that moment when I'm down, because I thought that was such an inspiring, such a beautiful moment in life. Hey, Sita, how you doing? And so that always brings my energy back up from negative to positive. Because when we're negative, we're thinking negative, and we're going on negative momentum, thinking about life is this, life is that. But if you could think of that one moment of something being so inspiring for somebody else, somebody came through a challenge, maybe somebody that was has a handicap and they got over it. Who in somebody else's life? And there's something about giving, something about seeing somebody else's life that helps you build your spirit back up. And number 3, to change your mood from negative to positive, is think in gratitude. Think of what do you have right now that you can actually be grateful for. Again, something bad may have happened that killed your mood, but what's good happening in your life? Maybe you have a place to live. You have food in the fridge. There's somebody out there that actually cares and loves you. That you have your health. That you're not in jail right now. That you have your limbs. That you can walk. I think about my boy Jose Flores, that he came with this tremendous or terrible disease, but he's so inspiring because he pushes every day, so that helps inspire me. But at the same time, I feel grateful that I'm able to have those same things that other people aren't able to have. And it makes me feel like, hey man, why are you so down? I remember one time I was really tight. God works in mysterious ways. I was very hot about something. I can't even remember what it is now, right? But I was so mad. And I remember going to the store, like, man, life just sucks, man. Like, life just never works for me. And that was my thought patterns. And I pulled into this convenience store. And I saw this guy come out. And he pulls out this little kind of like table thing, wheelchair. And he literally he had nothing from the waist down. From the waist down, he had absolutely nothing, like maybe just a stump. And he pulls himself out of the car and puts himself on this little mechanical, hey, Catalina, and he puts himself on this mechanical machine and just starts going into the store. And I was like, what in the world do I have to be angry about? When I saw that, instantly it changed me. I was like, God, thank you that I'm able to have my limbs. Like, some people don't even have those things. The things we take for granted every day. There's people in life that don't have those things. And so when I think about that, it makes me so grateful, and it instantly changes my mood. It instantly changes my mood, because when you get the negative thought patterns, everything seems dark. You got a dark cloud over you. But when you can be grateful, that's when the sun starts peeking through those clouds. And you can really see, like, you know what? I do have many blessings. I do have many blessings. I do have grace in my life. I am blessed and highly favored. The simple fact that I have these simple little things in my life. So again, the 3 ways to change your mood is 1, think about who and what loves you unconditionally. Unconditionally. Like, you could be, doesn't matter what you're doing or where you are, there's somebody out there that loves you. Trust me, there is. Even if you can't see it right now, there's somebody or something. It could be even your pet. It could be the cat down the road, like my boy Ralph would say. There's something, an entity. Hey Greg, how are you? That loves you unconditionally. Number 2 is think about somebody that accomplished something great, something inspiring. Something like, man, I can't believe they got through that and they made it. Ain't that something? Think about somebody else. Sometimes when you get off your own problems and you can think about somebody else's accomplishment and how well they're doing and what they've been through and how they accomplished it, it inspires us. And number 3, be grateful. Be grateful for the small things. Because again, sometimes those small things that we take for granted every day, there's people out there that don't have that. And if you could do those 3 things, I promise you, think of those 3 things in a row, your vibration will raise. You'll instantly feel better in a good mood. Me just talking about this, I was feeling sluggish this morning all day, but me just talking about this put me in a better mood. So I know if this could work for me, this will definitely work for you. So thank you, Greg. Again, thank you, Catalina. Thank you, Sita. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name, sir. Thank you, Gabriella. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you, Jazz. I know, and anyone else gets a chance to watch this later. We're all gets in our bad mood sometimes. That's life. That's the ebb and flow. That's the yin and yang. We can't all be in a good mood. But if you shift those thoughts into those three things, I promise you, your mood will change instantly. Again, I appreciate all of you. Either you agree with me or not agree with me. But either way, I feel this was a very successful conversation. Love is love. I appreciate all of you.